We are awaiting Donald Trump's high-stakes policy speech on immigration. He will deliver it just a few hours from now in Arizona. Fox Business will bring that to you live. The speech follows Trump's surprise meeting with the Mexican president earlier today. And after weeks of speculation and mixed messages from the candidate about whether or not his hardline positions were softening, his campaign manager has said that Mr. Trump was heavily involved in the drafting of the speech, and expectations are high. Mr. Trump reportedly needs to capture as much as 35% of the Hispanic vote to win the White House. He's currently polling at about 20% with Hispanic voters. By way of comparison, Mitt Romney had captured 27% of the Hispanic vote in 2012. So what does Mr. Trump need to say to bring those numbers up without basically looking like he's flip-flopping? Joining me now, political analyst Gina Loudon, and back with me, National Hispanic Leadership Agenda, Hector Sanchez, and U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce President Javier Palomarez. Javier, what does he have to do?
Well, you know, I think he's a bit damned if he does, a bit damned if he doesn't. He started his campaign with certain rhetoric. I think his base expects him to continue down that path to a large extent. On the other hand, I think he's come to the realization that most have to, that you're going to have to win a certain percentage of the Hispanic vote. I met with Donald almost a year ago today. It was September the 1st of last year. And I cautioned him that, look, in my opinion, you need about 47% of the Hispanic vote to get there. I think I see him becoming aware of the fact that he's going to have to go there. But again, he's kind of damned if he doesn't, damned if he does. The Hispanic vote is not going to go his way unless he begins to soften to some extent and begin to deal with the reality. But you found that he was
doubling down on his rhetoric,
Well,
right?
I think that since I met with him a year ago, Liz, what we've seen is him continually berating this nation and immigrants and others. And so now I think he's come to the harsh reality with good counsel around him that, listen, you're going to have to back some of that stuff down.
It might be too late, though, Gina. What do you think? I mean, Mr. Trump, listen, we're just about 70 days from the election. It's really tough to reverse course in this short of a time, right?
Well, I don't think that he needs to. I think that he's remained strong on his message, that nothing he's said has been backing off of anything that he's said before. I think, again, Mr. Trump has a record of action. He understands that if a country like Mexico prospers and becomes more stable, that only works to benefit the United States of America. Where Hillary and Obama consistently talk about division, Liz, and talk with their words, Mr. Trump takes action, like he did in Louisiana, where the president and Hillary did not, like he has in Mexico, where the president and Hillary have not, and even when you look at things like the problems in Chicago and how the president doesn't even bother to go there. These are the kinds of things that Mr. Trump is going to do because he's a man of action, not just words.
Hector, Mr. Trump made mistakes. He misspoke. And we were talking about in the first block, you know, calling all Mexicans rapists. I mean, he seemed to be painting the entire country wrongfully. You know, his supporters say, wait a second, he was talking about criminals that are coming in. And so can he reverse course here, Hector? Can he make up lost ground with the Hispanic vote?
The negative impact that he has had in the Latino and immigrant community is irreversible. 1 year of constant attacks in our community, it really has an impact. Probably today in the speech we're going to see a continuation of those policies. He says something in Mexico today that really shows that probably he's going to continue focusing on the border and deportations, continuing in building the wall and deportations. That's not the kind of policy that doesn't make sense in the nation. And we can, as the polls show that, no serious analysis, no serious politician really reflect those kind of ideas. But the important question over here is the Latino vote is the key to the White House in November. And it's very important to come to the table with real policy solutions on immigration. A path to citizenship, like we had in the Senate, the bipartisan Senate. We need a solution on a number of the different spaces. Entire sectors of the economy depend on undocumented workers in the nation. 11 million undocumented workers in the most powerful of a nation in the world is not a mistake. It's public policy. So we need to make sure that we integrate these workers into our society, that there is a path, that there is a line. Right now there is not a line. When they talk about the line, where is the line? There is no clear understanding on the immigration policies and the issues. So we look forward to see real solutions. We're going to reveal a border guide in 2 weeks. We received responses from the Clinton campaign. We're expecting Trump to respond. He hasn't engaged with the coalition at all. So we just want to have the best information for Latino voters to take the best decisions in November.
Right. We have to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time, all three of you.